double coverage, and Grossman's killing them. Bradshaw, as a flag goes down. He dumps it off towards Blyer, but a flag is down. He wanted Swan. Swan was covered by Pat Thomas. But a flag is down. Remarkably.
It appeared to be holding on Ray Pinney, number 74. It appeared to be.
When you hold a remarkably clear game of penalties, though, Howard.
Tell you, when you hold the ball that long, Frank, and you're not touched. No, I was wrong.
Holding.
Defensive holding.
First down.
Jack Youngblood, and I think he was trying to keep Blyer from getting out of the backfield. In any event, first down. The Steelers who moved down to miss a chip shot. Roy Girella, 31-yard effort. Earlier, the Rams corral missed from 25 yards out. The Steelers have a first and 10 at the 15. Rocky Blyer tries to go to the line, and nothing happens as Youngblood is there. Second and 9. Bradshaw switches off. Stallworth is to the left, Swan to the right. And Bradshaw, with all the time in the world, still could not find Swan. Defensively for the Rams, number 58 is in there. Bradshaw on 39. Has to hurry, wide open in the end zone is Lynn Swan. Flag is down, but it's a touchdown. He beat Pat Thomas, and Terry Bradshaw really took a shot, but that's what Terry will do. He's big and strong. He held the ball until Swan cleared. Now watch Bradshaw. Here comes the blitz. There he gets hit, but he held long enough, and Swan did a number on Thomas. The Steelers on the scoreboard. Swan has his 9th touchdown of the season.
Let's look at Swanee in isolation. There really aren't words to describe one's admiration for that young man. This is a guy who got really racked up twice in a row, was on the verge of quitting the game because of dual concussions, elected to stay with it. He is simply the best there is at what he does. Lynn Swan. He's as fine a man as he is a ball player.
Roy Girella for the conversion. And it's good. Good effort by Craig Colquitt to get the ball back into position. But the Steelers lead 7-0. In 3 of those SC-UCLA games has put the Steelers on the scoreboards. And believe me, when SC meets UCLA, they get with it. And, of course, as it has been so many times in the past, the Rose Bowl bid on the line. 11:07 remaining in the third quarter, and the Steelers get on the scoreboard first. Terry Bradshaw with the blitz coming at him. Pat Thomas with the blitz on, had to cover Swan close. No way you can do it if you give your passer time. Girella will kick. You saw Jim Jodot standing at the 8-yard line, not respecting the foot of Girella to any great degree. And you see why. He'll take it at the 7. Jodot. And Jodot's out to the 25-yard line. But the Rams will attempt to get back even. Randy Rudershan, the rookie from Pittsburgh, made the stop.
18-yard return.
As you look back on that Steelers sustained drive, you've got to give a lot of credit to Randy Grossman, who made 2 exceptional catches. As I noted earlier, we had been saying how much the Steelers missed Cunningham, but it's true. 9 receptions against Houston for Grossman, and now tonight, 2 clutch catches.
They'll catch some more if they continue to cover him with linebackers. First and 10. And off Capoletti, and Capoletti pulls his way out to the 33-yard line. A gain of 8. And Elvis Peacock, they would have had that outside running. But both of those 2 great players out for the season. McCutcheon gets the first down out of the 35, close to the 36. 8 to the air. Held it away. Hit by number 59, Jack.
No need to dwell on his record of interceptions.
Boy, he picked a lot of them out.
You know, you talk about teams playing according to the level of the opposition. The Steelers have been struggling lately. 3 weeks ago, we had them on a Monday night game. Houston upset them. Then there were the narrow victories over Kansas City and New Orleans. But they're up for this game now. You can see it. Playing against the toughest defense in football.
Second down, 10. And Billy Waddy had Hayden with a perfect strike between Steeler defenders of Billy Waddy. The second-year man out of Colorado has a first down for the Rams at the 36-yard line of the Steelers. And good for pass protection for Pat Hayden. Now look, he threw right over one defender. It was Mike Wagner, number 23, threw underneath another one. And let's look at it again. But the key to this was good protection. Let's watch Billy Waddy, great sprinter out of the University of Colorado. Was hurt in the second game of the season and basically lost his job to Willie Miller, but he scored big against Tampa last week, and he's given the Rams a key first down at the 36. Hayden dumps it off to McCutcheon, and McCutcheon gets about 3 yards to the 33, where it'll be second down and 7, tackled by Jack Ham.
The Rams have a way of coming up with little-known players who can become great stars. Right now, they've got a free agent on the sidelines many have probably never heard of, Preston Denard. And there he was. And this kid, they feel, is going to become a superstar in the receiving department.
He's in the lineup right now, Howard, and he's flanked out to the left. He wears number 88, a rookie from New Mexico. He does a whole bunch on his own as he powers down to the 27-yard line. Short of Waddy and Denard, flank to the right on third down, long two. Hayden rolling out, and he completes the pass. And here is the young man we were speaking of, the rookie from New Mexico, Preston Denard. He has a first down inside the 25-yard line. He came in reception of the air as Hayden on 1st and 10 tosses out to Lawrence McCutcheon. McCutcheon finds an opening and cuts back and gets close to another first down at the 15. He'll be short by a couple, but McCutcheon, when he sees that opening, can really accelerate. Tackled by Mike Wagner. Give McCutcheon a long 7, we'll call it. Second down and 3. The ball at the 15. 7:15 remaining in the third quarter. The Steelers out in front. Touchdown pass. Terry Bradshaw to Lynn Swan of 14 yards. They lead 7-0. Billy Waddy to the right. Preston Denard to the left. Capoletti in motion. McCutcheon gets the call. And coming in was Mel Blunt, who moved up quickly from his right cornerback position, but is close to a first down. That's a half-yard short.
Well, we didn't have a score in the first half yet. We may be on the verge of having 2 scores within 4 minutes, and this the third quarter.
All right, the ball is marked at the 14.
Denard and Waddy give them tremendous speed at the wide receiver positions. Tremendous.
Waddy, of course, hurt in the second game, missed several games with a broken rib. He's back, and as we said earlier, a 68-yard touchdown pass from Hayden last week against Tampa. Well, this third down, a long yard, a yard and a half even. Capoletti with a clever move. It closed. He waited for it to open. Something you don't like to see running backs do. And Jack Ham and Jack Lambert, brother, in there on the stop.
They may measure, but he appears to have gotten it.
I think he does. Once before, they had a first and goal. Lawrence McCutcheon visibly upset. He didn't like where they marked the ball, and it's going to be short.
Not this time.
McCutcheon complaining that the ball was marked incorrectly. That it's going to be fourth, and you saw how much. And into the lineup comes Cullen Bryant. And you remember a key play against Atlanta that I think turned that ball game around was an attempt by the Rams at midfield to go on a 4th and a yard. Cullen Bryant was given the ball. Atlanta, with their ferocious defense, turned him back, and that turned the game around. And Atlanta has really been rolling since then.
And that's what the Rams have to be thinking about. That's why they want so much to win this game. Atlanta, having pulled off a miracle comeback against New Orleans today, could be within a game of the Rams should the Rams lose tonight.
Cullen Bryant and Capoletti, the setbacks. Capoletti gets the call. He got it. First down. Capoletti moving behind Cullen Bryant. Joe Green started to walk off the field. He didn't think the Rams had the first down, but I'm positive they do as they bring out the yard markers. You'll hear the roar.
He got it. Now it's Hayden's job to get it in. Twice previously had opportunities. One resulted in a missed chippy field goal by Frank Corral. Now it's his task to get it in.
Denard and Waddy remain the wide receivers. Billy Waddy, number 80, the second-year man out of Colorado. The first-year man, Preston Denard, a rookie from New Mexico. He wears number 88. Cross goes to McCutcheon. He cuts back. He runs into Joe Green and also number 23, Mike Wagner.
Ball, right here, Joe. Go ahead, Jim.
A gain of a couple as the ball is marked just inside the 10-yard line. It'll be second down and 8. That much remaining in the third quarter. The Steelers out in front 7-0. Billy Waddy flanks to the right. Denard goes out to the left, and he's picked up very closely there by Mel Blunt. And firing intended for Charles Young. Charles Young could not get into the pattern, and Donnie Shell is complaining that Charles Young gave him a shove.
I'll tell you, that was a dangerous throw, Frank. Could have been picked off.
Third down 8. 14th play of this drive coming up. Steelers put together their own long drive, culminated in their 14-yard touchdown pass. Bradshaw to Swan. Hayden thus far this night, 7 of 16 for 68 yards. Third and 8. Down goes Hayden. Hayden nailed by a safety blitz, Mike Wagner.
That's the blitz we talked about early in the game.
And this Steeler defense, Howard, it's terrific. They really got themselves together going against the number 1 defensive team. Well, they may be giving it just a little more.
When you consider that they're playing without L.C. Greenwood, that Steve Furness has a gimpy ankle, that Banaszak had to move over to the end position, and now it's not exactly a chippy on this turf for Frank Corral. Earlier missed a shorter one.
It'll be a 37-yard attempt. He's got it. It's good. So the Rams get the goose egg off the scoreboard. They now trail the Steelers 7-3, and we'll be returning to a jam-packed Coliseum in a moment. We have 4:16 remaining in the third quarter. The Rams against the Steelers. The Rams with a field goal have moved to within 4. And look where Larry Anderson is deep, waiting for the kick of Frank Corral. He's back at the 12-yard line. Neither team respecting the kickoff abilities of the opposition kickoff men, Corral and Zarella. But they have to respect this man for a very gifted foot. He has been a decisive factor for the Rams in several games this year. Certainly last week against Tampa Bay, Corral with 4 field goals.
Frank Corral will kick off.
All right, Larry Anderson awaiting the ball at the 12-yard line, flanked by Delaplane and Moser.
Larry Anderson,
Anderson back at the 8-yard line. And Anderson hit at the 27-yard line,
25.
where the Steelers will take over. Reggie Doss hustling down there for the Rams. Bradshaw brings his troops out.
Well, the Rams went 50 yards in 14 plays for their field goal. They didn't accomplish what they really wanted, getting the ball in. Frank noted earlier that somebody on the Rams is failing to pick up the blitz, and that was the undoing of Hayden on that drive.
3 separate occasions they have come in absolutely free with no one even bumping them. First and 10, Bradshaw to the air. A lot of time looking for Swan. Swan, however, double covered down there, and I believe Terry was just unloading it. Dave Elmendorf was over there along with Pat Thomas. Elmendorf 42, Thomas 27. Swan, of course, with the Steelers' lone touchdown of 14 yards.
There's the solid man, John Cappelletti, Pennsylvania State Heisman Trophy winner. Not a game breaker, but solid.
Swan one catch away from his top season. That, of course, last year when he caught 50 passes for the Steelers. For Swan, the emergence of John Stallworth as a good deep threat has really helped him. Bottom of your screen, Swan and Stallworth both flanked to the right on 2nd and 10. Michael Harris. Harris will go down. It'll be a loss of 5, a loss of 4. Back at the 21-yard line. A lot of pursuit, but it was Pat Thomas who was there first. Who had nowhere to go.
All right, now watch Jack Youngblood. Jimmy Youngblood, number 53. You saw him there, and you've seen him all night long, all over the place. And Pat Thomas, too, number 27. In the meantime, the Rams are an aroused team at the moment.
You were right about Jack Youngblood, too, Howard. He stripped it, and Franco was all there alone. 3:19 remaining in the third quarter. 3rd down, 14. The ball just over the 21-yard line of the Steelers. Bradshaw, good protection. Fires out. This time it's incomplete as Grossman, with a diving attempt, comes up without the ball. That was a Elmendorf covering.
That was a big series for the Rams. We've got lots of time left in this game. All the time in the world. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. But the Rams wanted to stop them, and they did, and it was a very important time, too.
Dropping deep is Billy Waddy as Craig Colquitt comes on to punt for the Steelers. Billy Waddy standing back at his 40-yard line. And this time it's off the foot of Colquitt. And a big break for the Rams as Colquitt gets the ball only out to the 45-yard line. The punters on a very sloppy field having a difficult time. We'll be right back.
Why are truck shoppers everywhere deciding on Datsun?
It's going to pay for itself in 2 years.
They're fantastic as far as gas mileage.
The money I'm saving on gas alone will do it.
After driving them all and comparing the prices, this was the best deal.
I think this is a versatile car. It's comfortable, it gets good mileage. It was the end of the year. They were clearing out the 1978, so I got an extra special deal.
Datsun trucks at year-end prices. See your Datsun dealer today.
Down the Columbia, the Willamette, the Siuslaw, from the great renewable forests, they come. Logs. Logs to build a better America. And Homelight is there. Homelight, the king. Rugged as the men who run it. Men who fell the mighty fir and see it rise again. When the time in your life comes to get a chainsaw, get the king. Homelight, the chainsaw king.
The Raiders battle the Bengals tomorrow on ABC's NFL.
We look for another game with Cincinnati giving Oakland a tough struggle.
24-yard punt, Colquitt. Rams 1st and 10, 45-yard line of the Steelers. The handoff, Lawrence McCutcheon over the right side. He gets 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. And we're going to, again, pause 5 seconds and let our local stations identify themselves. That they are solid football teams. 2nd and 7. McCutcheon. Mack is out front. McCutcheon cuts back and gets to about the 38-yard line. And we'll call it 3. Hayden fires over the outstretched arms of number 86, Charlie Young.
Flag
the flag is down all over the field. Somebody was interfered with. Our referee tonight is Fred Silva. We're going to get it all worked out for you. Here it is.
Offense, tight end, holding.
That's not all.
Number 58, holding, offset, replay.
And a replay it, Charles Young was holding. And number 50.
Maybe quarterback should wear skirts.
He plays emotional football. Not that big, a 220-pounder. One of the best. Jack Lambert.
What a break. What a break. No way you can fault young Hayden. He threw a perfect ball right into the arms of Charlie Young.
This isn't sloppy football. This is hard-hitting football. There he is. He tries to get it tucked away. He is popped there. And the ball goes right into the hands of Jack Lambert, and the Steelers are out of trouble once again. They'll have a 1st and 10, their own 19-yard line when we return. Jack Lambert came up with a key interception for Pittsburgh. He should give an assist to Mel Blount, who knocked it out of the arms of Charles Young.
Right next to Jack, number 47.
The score is 7-3. The Steelers have the lead over the Rams. We have 1:23 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Franco Harris finds an opening, but he slips on the turf and he goes down at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
That's Mel Blount, recognized for years as one of the best defensive backs in football, and for a couple of years maybe the very best. His degree of excellence hasn't changed. They just stay away from him, and that's what you have to remember about him. That's why he doesn't get the number of calls he used to get. But he hit Charlie Young like a ton of bricks, and as Frank said, forced the balls to go from Young's arms into Lambert's.
2nd and 6. Bradshaw didn't like it, changed it off. Into the draw play, and again, Franco Harris can do no. Larry Brooks, number 90.
Coming to the end of the 3rd quarter, 30 seconds left and counting down. A tough football game between the two top teams at the moment in the National Football League.
3rd down now and 7. Franco Harris having a really tough night tonight.
Sure. Only 20 yards rushing gained all night by Franco, 2 by Blyer, 1 by Bradshaw. That's the L.A. defense. Oh, I mean rushing attempts. 20 by Harris, 2 by Blyer, 1 by Bradshaw.
And the Steelers are going to let it run down. You're watching another exclusive of ABC Sports. That is the end of the 3rd quarter. The score, Pittsburgh 7, L.A. 3. We'll return for the 4th quarter in a moment. We begin the 4th quarter. Frank Gifford along with Howard Cosell. The Pittsburgh Steelers 7-3 over the Los Angeles Rams. The Pittsburgh Steelers had the football. 3rd down 7. The ball at the Steelers' 23-yard line. Rams up in blitz formation. Here they come. Bradshaw reads it and throws it over the middle, but he was hurried and it's incomplete. Intended there for John Stallworth. 4th down.
To give you some idea of this Rams defense, Harris has carried 20 times for a total number of 47 yards. There are the stats. L.A. with the rushing edge. Pittsburgh with the passing edge. Total yards almost exactly even. Offensive plays almost even. Turnovers even. Time of possession practically even. Thus,
a rookie from Tennessee, Colquitt, hits a beauty. Billy Waddy takes it at his own 33-yard line. Look out. As Waddy gets back out to the 45-yard line. Rick Moser there, the rookie from Rhode Island, upends Waddy, and the Rams will once again have good field position. Billy Waddy looking for that picket line. The Steelers played it perfect, turned him to the inside, and watch number 39. He'll trip him up. There he is, Rick Moser, and down goes Waddy at the 45.
Going back to those statistics, as you look at Billy Waddy, shows you how even this game is.
Rams trailing by 4. Good field position. Capoletti cuts back against the grain, runs into Jack Ham, but not before he gets into Pittsburgh territory, down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Really helping out as the Steelers' front 4 has been hurt a little bit by the loss of L.C. Greenwood, but you'll never know it tonight. On 2nd and 3, the ball goes to Capoletti, and he is supposed to a 1st down. The flag goes down.
I think he's got it, unless the penalty is against Pittsburgh. Los Angeles, correction.
It's going to be a holding call. It's going to go against the Rams, nullifying a 1st down.
Still another mistake.
Centers the ball. Number 61. He goes against Joe Green and gets a whole lot of laundry, apparently.
I don't blame him for holding Green.
2nd down, 13. Ball back to the 42-yard line of the Rams. Hayden going deep, intended for Waddy. Overthrown, but he was well covered. Another flag is down. Doesn't Agee was there, as was Ron Johnson. And I believe it's going to be another call against the Rams. A discussion there with defensive captain Joe Green. Maybe not the Green that we remember so well in the early 70s when he just tore everybody up. But a good, steady player.
Who's looking over to Chuck Knoll, as you could see. And they will accept the penalty. And why not? Further back you move them, the better chance you have of getting good field position when you get the football.
Here's the call.
Offense, number 75, holding.
John Williams, and he has been
He's had that
trouble
problem
all year long with holding. I think 5 calls.
There's Isaiah Robinson, Frank, sitting on the helmet. Not a happy individual. Not a happy individual. Missed a couple of practices before the Minnesota game and lost his first string job for that reason.
Second down, 23. Cappelletti. And Cappelletti gets a lot of it back as he moves out to the 47-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd down and 8.
Call it 9. In fact, a long 9. Let's look at it again.
And Hayden really wanted to go deep, but he had his checkoff man. Here he is. And you can see how slippery it is. Ham lost his footing. And Cappelletti moves over the 40. They mark it at the 46, 3rd down 9. Hayden with the protection. Goes out to Cappelletti again, who stays on his feet and steps out of bounds as a flag goes down. Cappelletti went out of bounds around the 49-yard line, but a flag went down, and I believe it's going to be against the Steelers.
Yes, this
maybe a late hit.
Big call. A big call and a big mistake if it was a late hit.
Donnie Shell came in there on Cappelletti. And the Rams stay alive.
Terrible mistake right there. They had Cappelletti. There was no problem. It was much short of the first down. Now the Rams have the first down with 13 minutes left, trailing 7-3.
And they'll be at the 34-yard line of the Steelers. Here's the call.
Personal foul, number 31, defense, hitting out of bounds.
It was Donnie Shell that he came in late against Cappelletti.
I want to see this call.
Here he comes.
I wonder about that call, quite frankly. Very close call.
13:09 remaining in the game. Rams 1st and 10, 34-yard line of the Steelers. Cappelletti gets the call. Scotty steps and moves inside the 30 for a pickup of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Jack Black. Preston Denard, the rookie from New Mexico, split to the left, top of your screen. Gets a block from Cappelletti, uses it, turns the corner, and has a Ram first down. But a good block by Cappelletti. Sprung McCutcheon, and a flag is down again.
A great block by Cappelletti, but this game is being marred by officials' flags now on almost every play, and it's a call against the Rams. That'll nullify that.
Holding once again.
One mistake after another. Up to a point, because of the excellence of each football team, you can say that good football is forcing the mistakes, but not to this.
Talking it over, and here's the call.
Offense, number 77, holding, 2nd down.
Doug Frantz, left side tackle, holding for the Rams. Steelers in the blitz. Hayden read the blitz, handed off McCutcheon, and Steve Furness in there with Joe Green on the stop, and it's another loss of a yard. It'll be 3rd down now, 14. 3rd and 14. The Rams are down by 4 points. Denard, top of your screen, number 88. Waddy to the right, and Hayden to the air. Going for Waddy. Good defensive play. The rookie from Eastern Michigan was right with Waddy all the way. 100-pounder, but let's watch Ron Johnson, the #1 draft pick.
As you watch this, you'll see that Johnson's coverage is excellent, and the Rams are going to have to give the ball up all over again.
You know what he did, Howard?
Their own mistakes. Yes, Frank.
Explain one thing. He looked right into the eyes of Waddy. He didn't look back until Waddy looked back, and that shows, well, that shows me a lot in a way. The defender usually doesn't pick that up until he's been around 2 or 3 years.
Last 7 plays, 3 penalties, 2 of them against the Rams, and that tells a lot.
Glenn Walker, punting. Angling for the corner. He doesn't get it. Touchback. Oh, they have the lead, 7-3 over the Rams. They have the ball at their own 20-yard line. Bradshaw brings them up. Franco Harris once again. Big man looks for running room, makes a little on his own, out to close to the 25-yard line. A pick up of 5. Second down and 5. And we're going to have a call this time against the Steelers.
In the last 9 plays, they have had 5 penalties. This is not what you would call excellence of effort.
And the Rams will have them mark it off. 20.
Offense, number 72, holding.
And you never know about Terry Bradshaw. Play action. Throw from the end zone and try to. And he goes to the tight end, Randy Grossman, on a screen, and the Rams are all over him. Larry Brooks is there, and another flag is there.
Another flag on the play.
Look at it again. Grossman is having a difficult time getting out, and it could be that somebody was holding him up. No, it's being marked off against the Steelers. Here's the call.
Well, in 10 plays,
84, spiking the ball. Dead ball, second down.
10 plays, 6 penalty calls. Suddenly, the thing is falling apart, and Bradshaw goes deeper and deeper.
Second down and 27. The ball at the 3-yard line. That's a dangerous spot to be against the defensive conscious Rams, and this man, Chuck Noll, knows so well. Single setback. T.O. Bell is in now. Grossman does an acrobatic act and does not come down with the ball as Jack Reynolds was all over him.
You're looking at Chuck Noll. He's kind of disgusted. May not have agreed with the call. At the same time, over on the right sideline as the swing man, Franco Harris, and it's so easy to say this, was absolutely alone.
Terry Bradshaw, of course, very nervous in that end zone.
He's taking a lot of chances.
Yeah. Third down, 27. And I'm sure that Bradshaw would like to give his punter, Craig Colquitt, a little more room to maneuver. He'll be backed up to the back of the end zone if they come up with a 4th down at the 3-yard line. That's what I thought he would come with. He wants to get a little more room, and he's got enough that he can kick from the spread formation. 4th down, and the Rams should have good field position.
Chuck Noll, I think, is disgusted about what went on out there with the penalties and with the calls. In the meantime, barring a fumble and a turnover, listen to the fans now. They've adopted the Rams, at least for the moment.
And the officials. They got some good defensive play.
The Rams should have great field position.
Billy Waddy is deep, standing at midfield. Colquitt in the back of the end zone. And he hits a beauty. Billy Waddy will have time to run it back. And dancing on the sidelines, he's taken out of bounds, but the Rams will have the ball at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10.
I'll tell you flatly, Chuck Noll has just chewed Terry Bradshaw out. They've now broken apart, but you should have seen what was going on during the break. Frank did.
I don't think it registered.
Oh, that's mean.
No, Terry's had a great year. He knows he's got it. Capoletti. Good effort. Gets to the 34-yard line. Gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, thank you, friends.
Receivers, Preston Denard, flank to the left. There he is, top of your screen. On Jesse to the right, the handoff goes to McCutcheon. And McCutcheon piled up near the 30-yard line, short of a first down. Dennis Winston, or rather Jack Lambert and Donnie Shell there. Miller brought the message into Pat Hayden. He now remains in wide receiver with Ron Jesse. Play action. And down goes Hayden. Tried to throw it away, and I believe they'll get the call. Dwight White all over Pat Hayden. And this has happened over and over tonight. Well, illegal grounding the ball.
That's a difficult thing.
What it was, a play designed to go over to the left side, and the Steelers held up the receiver. Hayden had nothing to do with it, and he gets the call.
I guarantee you they don't teach that at Oxford. Not even at the Trout Pub nearby.
Offense, number 11, intentional grounding, 4th down.
Loss of down, of course, going with that penalty. Glenn Walker comes out onto the field, and a golden opportunity by the Rams wasted. Randy Rudishan moves back along with Theo Bell. Walker, of course, will be angling for the sidelines.
Questionable call. 3rd, 1.5. 2 plays to make.
Walker angling for the corner. He doesn't get the corner and is going to be marked well beyond the 10-yard line. Right at the 15-yard line. So Dwight White comes up with a big play.
There he is. Okay. We know it, Dwight. You didn't even need LC to help you, did you? Great player. Great player now ever since the Steelers have come into their own as a consistently exceptional team over the last 7 years.
1st and 10. We're inside 10 minutes. 9:31 on the clock. The Steelers' job, leading by 4. Not to get too conservative, but don't make the mistake. Control the ball. Control the clock. Bradshaw to Stallworth, overthrown. And Stallworth wide open.
Maybe the best study at this point would be the coach, Chuck Noll. After watching him with Bradshaw during the last commercial break, there he is. The face hardly shows smiles, does it?
The old Cleveland Brown guard and linebacker earned his football under a couple of pretty fine coaches coming up with his assistant, Don Shula, Sid Gilman with the San Diego Chargers. A couple of great football minds. 2nd and 10. Franco, and he swarmed under.
At this point in time, the Rams defense is totally dominating. Now watch Chuck Noll's reaction in slow motion. Look at that.
Franco Harris just out there on his own. His guards were stripped. He had nowhere to go. He loses a yard. 3rd down and 11. I could have also added that he played his 6 or 7 years with the Cleveland Browns under another great coach, Paul Brown.
You better believe.
But Paul Brown down to the Sid Gilman. Not bad training. 3rd down, 11 for Bradshaw. Fires and it's incomplete over the middle. Intended there for Stallworth. And the Steelers will punt again as Rod Perry was doing a fine defensive job against Stallworth.
That was a great hit by Barry, and the Steelers went absolutely nowhere. Stallworth is slow in getting up, apparently hurt. There's no way the Steelers can afford to be without him with Cunningham's sideline.
No, and he has meant so much to Lynn Swan. That's Lynn hovering over John Stallworth. They're good friends, but he has been able to command double coverage himself, and often Swanee gets the one-man coverage, which he likes to get. Dives for the ball, fell right on that right leg, and I believe that's the one that they're administering treatment to at the moment. There he is, averaging over 19 yards a catch. AFC team, Joyce DeWitt of Three's Company on ABC. Battle of the Network Stars coming up Saturday night. Okay, Craig Colquitt will punt. Deep is Billy Waddy. Waddy ambles back to his 40-yard line and tries to take the ball there and bobbles it. But he was covered by One of his teammates, as Randy Rudishin, was down there quickly for Pittsburgh. In the NFL, 9-1 Steelers, the 8-2 Rams. Pittsburgh leading 7-3. Hayden, Cappelletti, and Hayden just keeps working on that flare to Cappelletti. A little very good defense.
Spot, though, for that call. That's the very kind of call he used against Dallas with Willie Miller. Another of those unsung free agents who seem to not only survive with the Rams, but excel.
You know, you get this kind of coverage when you're in a blitz situation, and Hayden saw it, read it, called the automatic. He knew that Blunt would have to take him man for man. He put it up there perfectly, and you think Blunt's lost a little? He was perfect.
Absolutely not. All over. There's Franco. It hasn't been the best kind of evening for Franco, nor the worst, considering the opposition.
Rod Phillips is in as a setback for the Rams, the 39. But the call goes to Cappelletti, and Cappelletti, depending upon where they mark it, I believe has the first down. He was in the arms of the tackler and sprawled forward, and gets the first down at the 45-yard line.
He squirmed for it, and he earned it. And now, once and for all, the Rams have to, well, they've just got to move it in. A field goal won't suffice, and time is now becoming a factor with 7:45 left.
Steelers next Sunday at Cincinnati. As Hayden goes out to Ron Jesse. You don't get away from Donnie Shell. Jesse is down at the 40-yard line. He gains 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Shell is
5.
Shell is
2nd down 5. McCutcheon. Behind Cappelletti. Turns to the inside and runs right into number 47, Mel Blunt.
The Rams' remaining games.
And they close out against Green Bay. Close out their season on the 17th of December. Big play for the Rams. Cappelletti. In a foot race with Donnie Shell. He loses it at the 10.
What a game Cappelletti has had. It's time to give him all the credit that he deserves. He pushed into the left side of that line. There was no opening.
You know, this happens on short yardage all the time.
Right.
Everyone is bunched up. He pounded in there, bounced off.
Squirted off. Look, found the opening. Take another look at this, Giff.
There he is, right behind McCutcheon. And everybody closed down. Cappelletti kept his cool, kept his feet out to the outside. 26-yard pickup. The Rams have a first down right at the 10-yard line of the Steelers. The Rams down by 4 points.
The game has a new look now.
6 minutes remaining. McCutcheon, left side, piled up. Gain of 1. It will be 2nd down and 9. Malavasi looking on.
Now the Rams have all the time in the world. Again, it's from here to eternity. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left. When you're down there that deep, no problem in terms of time. No factor.
They've been here before tonight. Seconds, precious seconds ticking off. Hayden on the sprint out, right in the end zone.
There it is. He got it in when it counted much.
Touchdown in the air. Hayden waited. Willie Miller moved around and found the opening. Hayden waited, and then rifled it in.
And the guy who opened it up, as we look at this again, was John Cappelletti with that run that put it down inside the 10. This is Ray Malavasi's reaction. Well, it was. There it is.
A lot of time for the Steelers. 5:27. Frank Corral on for the conversion. Nolan Cromwell holds.
Put the Rams ahead. Giffer.
Corral foul, drills a low kick. Anderson playing up very close is going to try and run it out. He wasn't sure whether he had stepped into the end zone or not, so he's going to bring it back. And he almost pops it, moves out to the 23-yard line before he's corralled by Jim Jodot. And now we have 5:15 on the clock, and the Steelers are behind for the first time tonight.
Well, he took a big chance with that, but he made it stick by getting out past the 20. Now it's up to Bradshaw. 5 minutes, 15 seconds left. Bradshaw couldn't get his club moving to chew up the clock. The Rams got field position. Capoletti with a big burst when apparently there was nowhere to go. Put them down to the 10 or just inside of it. Hayden came through when most had counted. In a nutshell, that's how the Rams are ahead.
A lot of time for the Steelers. Bradshaw fires intended there for his tight end, and well covered was Randy Grossman. That time, the Rams got off their coverage of a tight end with a linebacker. They put Elmendorf on Grossman, and he was all over him.
I don't like the cut of Chuck Noll's jaw. A square-jawed man to begin with that jutting chin. He is not a happy individual.
9 and 100, best in the league, at least at this point. You should see a smile occasionally. 2nd and 10. Bradshaw is in trouble. Bradshaw will go down at the 10.
Look at Jimmy Youngblood. Look how fired up this Los Angeles team is. Look again at Chuck Noll as he sends in number 83, T. Bell, for the play downs. Look at this again.
Dreyer was there first, and then Jack Youngblood gets the credit.
Bradshaw's been incomplete on 7 of his last 8 tosses.
3rd down and 21. The ball all the way back now to the 13-yard line, and you're getting a good look at why the Rams are the number 1 defensive team in the game today. Youngblood leaps off sides. Could have been drawn off by Penny.
I don't think so. Yes.
Procedure call going against the Steelers, and I believe it was Ray Penny over the right side. I mean, you can't blame him for being nervous. Jack Youngblood is so quick. If you get set and then he moves outside of you, well, then you're in a lot of trouble because he is just that fast. Here's the call.
Offense, number 74, false start. 3rd down.
Ray Penny it was, and an interesting facial study again of Coach Noll. Now, 3rd and 25, the situation virtually hopeless. 1 left.
At the 8-yard line. Bradshaw standing coolly in his end zone. Fires intended for Stallworth, and Stallworth slipped. The ball was right on target. He slipped on that muddy part of the field, incomplete. 4th down. The Steelers will have to punt.
They had to do it. They went 56 yards in 8 plays.
And they should have good field position. Colquitt from his own end zone. Billy Waddy standing in midfield. Colquitt kicks it long, but he kicks it low, and you can run him back. Good hustling coverage. Larry Anderson hustling down there defensively for the Steelers at the 38-yard line.
Noll and Bradshaw. Noll telling Bradshaw exactly what to do if the Steelers can get the ball back. Still time, 4 minutes 23. Only a field goal needed to tie to put the game into overtime. That's the situation in perspective.
The Rams, they know what they must do. They'll work on the clock. But again, you get too conservative, it changes your whole mental outlook. It slows everything down. They know that too. Hayden, Capoletti. Capoletti, he's having a whale of a night. Lunges forward for a couple of more yards yards after he was stopped. He picks up 8. His second down and 2. And let's look at it again because he's having quite a night tonight. He should be stopped right here.
As good a night as I have ever seen him have, considering that he's facing as tough an opponent as there is in the National Football League. 86 yards on 14 rushes. The figures speak for themselves.
Second and 2. Cappelletti again. This time, nothing happens. A flag goes down. He's hit by Dwight White.
He did not make the first down, but the holding call will nullify the whole thing.
Against the Rams again. This will back them up.
Can't be overcautious.
Second and 12. Ball inside the 37. And Hayden reading a blitz. Sees Ron Johnson up close to Ron Jesse. Tries to hit him incomplete. Cappelletti. They'll catch him with a block out front, and Cappelletti on a very conservative call gets out to the 44.
Picked it at the right time.
Rudishin is deep along with T-Bell. Glenn Walker will punt for the Rams. Very careful on his steps. On a very difficult field. T-Bell calls for, I thought he called for a fair catch. Yes, they dropped the flag. And he bobbles the ball upfield at the 34-yard line. Saw the flag down. He gave us kind of a half a fair catch. And then took off with it.
An incredible succession of mistakes. Let's listen.
Offense, illegally downfield. Invalid fair catch signal by the defense. Replay, re-kick.
He's the most relieved man in the house. That covers up T-Bell's mistake. Los Angeles' mistake.
Jerry Latin was illegally downfield on the punt coverage for the Rams, and you saw T-Bell. We call that as he gave us a half a fair catch. So we'll do it all over again. 2:55.
Half a fair
Pittsburgh with 3 timeouts. They'll have the 2-minute warning to work with. But their problem is not time so much as it's the Ram defense. They've been able to do nothing. Then Walker again. Hangs it high. Fair catch called for. Once again made by T-Bell, this time at the 32-yard line. So the Steelers at least will be out from the shadow of their goal post.
They have 2 minutes, 46 seconds left. They got to go to the general area of 40 yards to be in field goal range for Roy Jarrell.
What they're able to come up with tonight has been the pass to the tight end, Randy Grossman, and that was in the early stages of the game, and the Rams were covering Grossman with Jim Youngblood and Isaiah Robertson, 2 linebackers. They've changed that now. They've been picking him up with the tight safety, Elmendorf. Bradshaw out in the flat, and the flag goes down as Thomas takes Franco Harris after a gain of about 4.
Thomas is 5 feet 9 inches tall. We've told you that. You saw the way he hit Franco Harris. Bam. Still the flags go down.
Obviously against the Rams because the discussion is with Terry Bradshaw.
The Zebras, a critical factor in the game, as is almost always the case these days.
Penalty is against the Rams.
Defense, number 27, illegal contact, first down.
Illegal chuck by Pat Thomas. You can't hit that receiver after he goes 5 yards down the field. They were right with their call. 5-yard penalty, 1st and 10 for the Steelers, the ball at their own 37. Bradshaw, and looking over the middle, he intended the ball for Stallworth is picked off by Perry.
That should do it.
Rod Perry with his 5th interception of the year. And you talk about Thomas being small. Well, Rod Perry is only 5'9". 2 smallest tandem of quarterbacks perhaps in the entire league. Bradshaw going to Stallworth. He was just knocked off. And could not get into the pattern, and the Rams had to turn over the ball close to their 40-yard line.
That's his first intercept of the second half. It couldn't have come at a worse time. He had 2 intercepts in the first half, a total of 3. Not a good night for Terry Bradshaw, who's been the hot quarterback in the league.
He had 3 interceptions in all, coming, or rather 9 coming into tonight's game. He picked up 3. Cappelletti, left side, just hanging on to the football now. Hard-hitting football game. It's been full of mistakes, but you're going to have that when you get teams that hit like these ball clubs. They create mistakes.
Well, let me tell you, Pittsburgh loses this game, as it seems they will. A week from Monday, we've got Miami at Houston, and they'll be looking at Houston.
Steelers call timeout because they do not want the Rams to let the clock tick down to the 2-minute warning. It's 2:15 at the moment. Lambert moves over defensively to talk with Chuck Knoll. We'll be back.
I've driven 500.
Clock will be stopped at the 2-minute warning. Lawrence McCutcheon. He will not go near the out-of-bounds mark. And he comes up short of the first down by about a yard and a half at the 49.
Maybe not even a yard. Big play. We got the 2-minute warning now.
Remaining in the game, have a 3rd down and 1. The ball right at midfield. Cappelletti goes forward. He's got the first down, or it would appear so. And the clock will tick away.
When you look at this whole game, it was decided in the offensive line play of the L.A. Rams. They gained, before that last rush by Cappelletti, which picked up 2, they had gained 182 yards on the ground. Pittsburgh had gained only 63 on the ground, 53 of those by Franco Harris. So, with their great defensive line, the Rams contained the Pittsburgh run, and the Rams, with their great offensive line, could master enough the Pittsburgh defense.
John Cappelletti, left side, taken down there. Of course, the Steelers will be tackling the football. Robin Cole in there defensively. And a look at the touchdown. Pat Hayden firing the ball to Willie Miller. There it is.
Rolled right
out in front.
Rolled right, and all the time in the world. Johnny Shell got there a touch too late. Willie Miller, who scored a number of key touchdowns this year for the Rams, did it again.
1:11 remaining. The Steelers can stop the clock one more time. Cappelletti upended, and Cappelletti continues to roll. He gets to the 44-yard line, a gain of 6.
He is to the nature of the opposition. Gift.
To thank our spotter, Steve Bazika, Jerry Klein, Steph's man, Bob Rosberg, booth assistant. The Rams with a 3rd down and 4. Steelers can no longer stop the clock. This is Cappelletti. We'll have a 4th down. We'll tell you, too, the executive producer of ABC Sports is Bruce Arledge. ABC's NFL Monday Night Football, produced by Dennis Lewin, directed by Chet Forty. Technical director Bill Morris, our associate director Bob Lanning, technical manager Coach Coltrane, unit manager is Ralph Gerard. And we'd like to also thank a friend of ours back in the Big Apple, New York City, who put the halftime highlights together that you saw earlier in such short notice.
Under great stress. Thank you, Terry.
Terry O'Neill. You've seen that name on Olympic coverage over the years. There is a little bit of irony. He is from Pittsburgh. Not happy, I'm sure, the outcome, as this game is going to be stopped for a delay of the game with 15 seconds. The Rams let it run down until they were penalized. Of course, it will not affect really the punting of Glenn Walker. He'll still be kicking from just about his own 40-yard line.
What a big victory for that young man. The fans out here, very fickle. All kinds of letters into the Los Angeles Times. The young man coming off a very bad game against Atlanta. Not a great game against New Orleans. But tonight, he came through.
13 of 27 for Pat Hayden tonight, coming off a big game of last week against Atlanta. There's the kick of Walker. It'll be taken by T-Bell at his 9-yard line. T-Bell stops the clock with 2 seconds as he goes out of bounds, and a flag is down back at the line of scrimmage.
Not again.
Yes, again. Reminding you once again, Oakland and Cincinnati tomorrow night. An eligible receiver downfield with the Rams. And I presume the Steelers will want them to kick it again.
Once again, we remind you no one is allowed on the field of play.
Doesn't matter. Steelers have had their last hurrah for tonight. Tough ball game.
Such is not the case. They are going to take possession.
Illegal, downfield, refused. First down.
Next play, final play of the ball game, and it's going to be a victory for the Los Angeles Rams over the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers' record will go to 9-2. The Rams will go to 9 victories also, 2 defeats. So they have equal records.
Washington and New England at 8-3. What a jumbled up league.
Oh, isn't it? We'll see those Houston Oilers against Miami a week from Monday night. That should be quite a game. Bradshaw, long arms it downfield. And Bill Simpson works on the stats on the final play of the game with the interception. His second of the night.
Flag on the play.
Another flag down. And it cannot end on a defensive penalty.
Defense, number 27, defensive pass interference.
The call goes against Pat Thomas, and the Steelers will have one more play.
Was on the defense, the last play of the game. We will extend for 1 down.
Game or a half cannot end on a defensive penalty. Let's look at the watch for number 27, Pat Thomas. This is Lynn Swan sprinting downfield, probably told by Bradshaw, just take off. There he put the hand out, grabbed Swan, Simpson with the interception. But the penalty assessed against Pat Thomas. One more play for the Steelers, the ball at the 36-yard line.
Almost, but not quite. A reminder of the incredible pass from Bradshaw to Harris that beat Oakland that Al Davis will never get over.
Jarrella has come in, and Jarrella will be attempting to tie this game up. It will be an attempt of about 53 yards. That's a long kick for Roy Jarrella. His long thus far of the season, 47 yards.
In the mud.
Coming out of the mud. The holder is Colquitt. The Rams, of course, will be alert to anything that might develop other than the attempted field goal. Well, 1958, they said Pat Summerall couldn't kick the one he kicked against Cleveland.